Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today, we're going to be having a look at
DawnBeat. It's a
creative sampler.
But first, let's play the brand new Josephine DeSmet song, which I was lucky enough to play guitar on. It's awesome. It's Josephine DeSmet. It's called Enemy. Boom. Wow. What a song. Man, damn, what a song. That is Josephine DeSmet. She is amazing. There is a pinned comment at the top. Go and subscribe to her. Go and to the other link that's there for Song Whip and go and stream the shit out of that song. It is wicked. It is called Enemy. She's been working on that for ages. I played guitar in the last chorus and you can't even hear it now. It's buried so deep in the mix. And I can tell you guys, I can let you know now that this month on the show, Josephine's coming on the show for the last Thursday of the month for Behind the Song. And we are going to look at how she made this amazing song. Because it was a multi-door thing that she did. And I actually have here, look at this, is the original file that we had way back. When was this? The 7th of the 4th, 2022. And you can hear this remix version Let's listen to these guitars that used to be in here, which I knew were always not going to be there. Yeah! So maybe we'll talk about releasing a heavy version of this as well, somewhere down the track. But she's coming on the show, and we're going to go behind the song. It's a killer track. It's wicked. Everything Josephine touches turns to absolute gold. She's amazing. Yeah, the guitars, but that was the point. You know, when you're a metal guitarist and you're submitting stuff for a pop song, I just sent her a whole bunch of stuff, like heaps of chugging stuff, heaps of leady stuff, knowing full well it's going to be buried right underneath. And you can hear it, it's under there, but it's just to create texture, because you don't want to overkill stuff, you know? You don't overkill music. Josephine is a vocalist artist primarily. Her vocals tear it up, and the music is just there to like hold her up, you know? As you can hear by all those amazing vocal parts in her songs. So she is one of my favorite artists. Yeah, as Pete says, 74 tracks of vocals. So it was like, you know, I knew the deal. I knew I was going to be buried way deep in that mix. Howdy. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm Jade. This is How to App on iOS. Welcome to our Wart Warrior members. For $1 a month, you can join below. And we do stuff. You get emojis. And I think this month we're doing the Sunday roast. You send your songs to us, and we'll tell you how shit you are. All in the name of comedy, all right? All in the name of comedy. With our guest judge, me, Russ, and Russ's mum, Dot. It's always a good time for the Sunday roast, so that'll happen this month at some time. Hello, Leela. Great show, Leela. Leela was just on making a fantastic video clip. I really was away from my keyboard, so I really couldn't tell you how fantastic that keyboard, what's going on? That video was looking. Hi, Princess. Thomas, thanks very much for posting the link. FPC, what's happening? Peter Johns, who's going on holiday. See you, Pete. Pete's leaving us. But don't worry, me and Thomas and Leela and the gang will be looking after his channel. Now are you confident, Pete? Greg, what is happening? Barry, good to see you. Sean, Joe, of course, lovely Joe. Where am I? Many Vibes. Hello to you, Many Vibes. Dave Fox, good to see you, Dave Fox. Always a pleasure to see you, Dave Fox. Hope you're keeping well. Hey, Chad. And who else do I see in this list? There we go. Oh, that's all. Thank you very much. I promise you no more blackface. I saw your thing in here too about doing a 24-hour live stream. Dude, I don't know, man. I stream every day of the week. I just don't know where there's time. We'll see. I just, you know, man, I'm always streaming or asleep. You know, 7 days a week, it's brutal. Have I missed anyone here? Let me scroll and get to the top. Make sure, if Brad's watching, love you, Brad. I haven't seen him today. Russ, if you're watching the background, hello to you. I saw down the bottom, I think I saw Felcro. Hi, Felcro. I think I got most of you. If I've missed you, just call me a cunt in the chat. I don't mind. I am anyway. There's Hugh. Speaking of Hugh, the show is up now. We have Hugh coming on the show this week. And I thought long and hard about the title for this because Hugh keeps telling everybody, oh, hey, you're going to need a translator. I'm like, no, no, we're not. We're not, dude. But anyway, so I went with it with the title for the interview this week. The guitar that doesn't need a translator. There we go. So Hugh's coming on the show this week. And we're going to play lots of his cool music, find out who he is, and bring your babelfish. Pop one in your ear. Yeah, pop one in your ear if you can't understand. And I will turn on the text-to-speech just for that show. I normally don't turn it on for the show, but I will just for that. It means I'll lose quality in the video. You have to lower the quality of the video to add text-to-speech live. I think that's how it works anyway. So, cool stuff. Not cool stuff. Sorry about the swastika in my photos. If you were here yesterday, you would understand. I've been shooting a new video clip, and we might end the show with that new video clip today, and it happens to have some swastikas in it. I'm not a Nazi. All right. You know, and I just bought this on eBay, and, you know, I think it's a deal. I think that's a deal at $25. What do you guys think? $25? That's pretty fair. All right. Whatever. What are we doing? Let's get back over here for a minute. Yeah, I'm back on the Nazi kick again. I can't help myself, man. Anyway, so what are we doing? Oh yeah, we got to look at an app, don't we? We got to look at an app. Let's jump over here to this bizzo. Wrong page. All right. So price drops today. What have we got? Price drops. Mapping Tonal Harmony Pro. I have no idea what that is. Mapping Tonal Harmony Pro is the most innovative and extensive music tool for musicians out there. This app is invaluable for students of all levels. Invaluable. It's $9.99. I have no idea what it is. VS Visual Synthesizer, I do know what that is. I covered that app, and it's wicked. It's on sale. It's you can create really cool videos, music videos, with this great app here for $12.99. Poison 202, Pure Acid, Groove Box, Groove Rider. And nothing's really changed from here yesterday. Mila 3's worth your money. Neon, MIDI Strummer, Helium, all three apps that are sick, all on sale. Shall we jump over to the Beat community, which you can go to the bottom of the description and find this link to the Beat community. Save it as your favorites. If you're on an iOS device, you load it up, you hit this little thing here and hit add to favorites. And then every day you can just click on the link like I do, like this. Boom. And I get to see all of the price drops and stuff like that. So it's really cool for iOS. So go and support the Beat community. We are looking at DawnBeat today. This is a standalone sampler. Let's just say it. It's a competitor to the wonderful and amazing Koala. Is it better than Koala? It's good, but it's free. So let's talk about this first. You can download this for free. It doesn't have AUv3. You can't open it up in a DAW. You can't open it up in AUM or GarageBand or anything like this. But you can open up AUv3 effects inside of it. So that's interesting. It is only a standalone app. Yeah. So it is free, but when you open it for the first time, you will receive this message. Let's find it. Now I can't repeat this message for some reason because I paid for it. So just so you know, guys, I purchased this app with my own money. The developer did not get back in touch with me. So you know, I paid for this. And when you open it up, you will get this. If you like DawnBeat, you can support its development by buying it with a one-time single purchase. And what you get for it is 2 more sample kits, 4 extra effects, and it removes the watermark on videos. So it records videos as well. $9.99 is I think it's still the current price. That's US, but that's 50% off. So it's normally $20 apparently. So I'm in Australia. I think I paid $14.99 for it. So there you go. That's the money stuff out the way, but you can download it right now for free and do the oobly doos with it. It does have a help menu. You can get to this from within the app. It'll send you to a website. It's okay. Could be better. It's okay. It doesn't explain everything. And I'm going to be completely honest with you right now. I do not know everything about this app, so I'm going to be learning with you today. Yeah, let's do something different. Let's learn with each other. Yeah. I may discover new things as we go along, because that's kind of fun sometimes to not act like I know it all, because I don't. Nobody does. Hello there, Deep Gravity. Hope you are well, Cam. All right, let's open it. Boom. And look what you get when you first open it. Look at that. What a fancy little little opening there. So we get a little space intro. And the first thing you'll see is pads. Yeah, so we got some pads there. Very touch screen interactive. You just pull this volume down a little bit. Very unique off the bat. If I hold my finger down on a pad and drag, you're getting this like ratchety. And as it says in the description, multi-touch. So quite interesting there. Not too many of these samplers I've used that allow you to do that really quickly. Cool stuff. Let's come back over here and get into the weeds, shall we? So, as I said, this is a standalone app. You can't really open it up anywhere else. So, let's go up the top to the top left corner. Here is our menu. Here's where you can create a new song. If you click New Song, it will refresh this page and all the pads will be completely empty. So you can start from absolute scratch. That is, if you hit a new song, boom, like this, done. So all our pads are completely empty and ready to be recorded into or add samples in here. Simple to do. If I want to go and bring back a project, we have a little projects page, two down, 1, 2, 3, 3 down. And here you can find the 2 projects that you are provided. So if we open this up, we've got our kit back, which we started off with. Pretty cool. Underneath a new song is pads. Here's where we can control our pads. We've got a little pad manager here. And this is pretty sick. You get an overview of all your pads and you can move them all around. So if I want one to go down here, I can move this down here. Swap pads, you can do a swap pads or replace pads. Boom. Drag this back up here. Swap pads, replace pads. And while you're in here as well, you can actually sample these too, which is nice. You can delete pads, so you would click on the pad and then you can hit the little delete button if you want to clear them out, make them blank, yeah. So that's a nice little feature here. That's our little pads manager. And also within pads, we have a section here called Turn Polyphonic. I'll cover this a little bit later. It's for when you're adding a piano to the pad, so you can actually create polyphonic tones instead of monotones. But we'll show you that one a little bit later. Turn MIDI out, we'll cover that later too. Tools. This is my favorite bit. I'm a tool. Hi, Kim Harden Hudson. Tools. This is our effects manager. Now, if I click on the effects manager, it shows me all of the effects I can use up the top here. So we have a flutter, a compressor, a slow motion, a granulizer, a filter, a delay, a dust synth, and a reverb. But also down the bottom here, we have a tremolo, gate, chorus, and equalizer. And at any time, I can grab one of these and replace. So I can swap them out. So you can just drag it over with your finger. Oop, that didn't work. And just swap out the effects. Hi, Russ. So really easy to move effects around and turn them on. We'll get back to the effects in a minute, but that can be found here in the menu under Tools, where your effects manager is. Underneath also we have a mixer. And this is really sweet. So you've got 4 buses here. And what you can do is you can take parts of the kit and connect them to either one of these 4 buses. So at the moment, whatever I touch is only coming through the main output. But I can take this kick drum. Now, how did I do that? I can't remember how I did it now. Oh, yeah. This is how you do it. You hold here, and then you drag what you would like to be on which particular. See this little bar here? So when I click on it, see how it changes color and says drag pad into mixer to change pad bus. So I can go in here and add the kick in there, and I can add this in here. And I can add as many things as I want to each channel. So now I've got full control over the volume of this within this little mixer. I've got a mute and a solo. So that's pretty nice to have this little feature in here. That's our little mixer. Back in our browser in Tools, we've got an app slicer. So I can actually import a file in here and it will slice that. We'll cover this. We'll go back to this. In Tools also, we have a last recording. So once you've recorded something in here, you can go back to it. We've got a screen recorder as well. So this is what you're getting. You can do this in the free version, but when you do a screen recording with this, it'll put a watermark on it in the free version. But yeah, so you just have to hit this and you can get a screen recording of whatever you play. Yeah, simple. So that's cool. That's all our stuff in Tools. Of course, you can save. You've got projects. As soon as you click on a project, whatever's open at the time, you'll get a message straight away saying save as, discard, or cancel. We'll cancel for now. But this is where you can find, or just discard changes. This is where your projects are. So you can see I've got one saved here already that I've made quickly. We've got a new song. You can start a new song down here. These are the 2 that you get for downloading it. And we have actions. So if I click on one of these, well, that didn't work. That was fun. That was good. When you click on one of your own, you've got actions like copy to files, open airdrop, email, or delete. So that's really sweet. You can send one of your projects to somebody else. That's nice. Good stuff. And last but not least is this auto song settings. So you can jump in here and quickly change the hardware settings. So the hertz of the project and the sample rate and anti-aliasing on and off. And you can add your own thumbnails as well. I nearly added the swastika. I shouldn't. Don't do that. That's stupid. Let's just add the DawnBeat logo. There we go. We'll add that. So yeah, you can hit apply and you can add your own images to these and you're done. So now that's got its own little image. So that's cool. Yeah, sweet. All right, let's open a project because I already made something. Go to projects. So that's all of the, we'll discard those. So here's a quick project I made last night. It's nothing fancy, trust me on that. And I've added a bit of delay to everything. So I've added in my own little instruments. All right, let's talk about these sections here. So we have our pads. And this is where you can control everything to do with each and every sound. So when I'm on so these are our 3 sections: pads, sequencer, and effects. Pads, sequencer, effects. And on the pads, you can see we have a bunch of sections underneath here. This is how you get to, because you've got 32 pads. So you just flick between A and B to get to the rest of your pads. All right, so plenty of pads to make stuff with. Up the top, here's our waveform. So here's our kick, snare. You can edit these very easily just by dragging. I just grab my finger there All right? And just drag. So I can edit these super quick. Nice. Really easy to edit. I can add, let's just edit this. I can add like a fade in. So we have a fade in over here. We have a fade out. Let's undo those. Hi, Dean. What's going on? Anyone else? Have I missed anyone else who's in here? If I have, I'm sorry. So yeah, we've got these little fade outs. That's really cool. This is like a normalize. This large one here with the 2 pins. It like makes it a little bit louder. See how I did that and it got a bit louder? And this, I don't even know what this does. What does that do? I should have a look, shouldn't I? I'm learning with you guys. Silence mute section area. All right, so here we go. Yeah, fade in, apply from volume to 1, trim and delete, normalize, and this one's silence mute area selected. So yeah, if I do this, let's show you. Let's go back. If I move this over here and then hit this, it'll create silence. Right? So a good example of what I could do for this is take this out and remove the tail of this particular hit. So it's completely silent there. And if I want to bring this in, do this, hit a fade in. Now we've got a nice fade in. And then we can do the same over here. Get a nice fade out by hitting the fade out. Pretty standard. Pretty standard stuff, yeah? For your sampling. And at any time you can undo any of this. Oh, I couldn't go that far. Yeah, have I undone it? Yeah, I've undone it all. Good stuff. And this one here is when you chop it. So if I want to edit this and just keep that bit, that will just cut it. So that is your sampling. That is your, it's pretty easy to use. You can record a new thing in as well. Got a little record button. So we'll cover that soon. All right. You also have adjustments. So if we click adjustments here, here's where we can change our hits from one shots to gates to loops. So now I've just touched that once and it's just looping. Show that again on the camera. So it's just doing its thing. Also, you can control the gain from within here. You can control the pan. We've got a gate loop. I think that is a gate plus L. I'll have to go back and check that. You can also reverse. So there's a little reverse up the top here. And click it again to go back. So there's your one shots. So we'll show you that again with different samples. You get different kind of effects. You have time stretching. Yay. So when it's set to normal, it's just normal. But we have a time stretch here and you can stretch that right out. It's not really going to make that much difference to this, this kick. And you can decide how far you want that time stretch to go out, how many bars you want it to go out. You can decide the tempo of the time stretch. So that's pretty cool. We also have just down sampling as well. So we can down sample. We've got some settings here. Go high, a low, and F. So it's nice to have some down sampling. I don't think so, Russ. I'm not absolutely sure because I haven't really seen. I'll show you. We'll get to the MIDI stuff. I think it's a bit confusing because the instructions on this are really terrible. I'll be honest, they're quite shit. They're super terrible. So we can tune as well. Let's just go back to normal here. So we've got tuning. Then we can fine tune. Bring it back to the center. It's really nice how the buttons do slot into the center really easily. I'll tell you what, the kits that you get in here sound nice. Wicked. We got a low pass filter. With the resonance, we can change the resonance. High pass filter. So your standard affair with your filters. Okay, next page, we have an XY, and this is what you're re-triggering. So with this on, this determines how many and how fast your re-triggers will be when you drag your finger. So you've seen me do it, right? If we move this to 1, it's only going to do 1 extra, right? If we move to 4, you're going to get 4 when you drag on that particular, on the kick there. You can also change the time of them. See that? So they're more staggered. If we go back to infinity, so you can stagger the time here with this re-trigger timing. We also have a pitch ratio, and the way this works is hitting the, oh no, that's on the other one, X position to pitch. As I drag up, the longer I go, the more the pitch goes down, right? Or we can go up high. Or we can go low high. It's quite weird. Or we can turn that off, yeah? So that's for your multi-triggering. Then we have a position to pitch. So this works up and down. So if I go, we're on, depending where I place my finger on the pad, you can see as I'm going across, and we can change the amount of this. Interesting, huh? Now, let's see if we can find what link to pads does, because I didn't have time to look this up. MIDI out to pads. Let's talk about this while we're here. So, yes, you can do these notes, it looks like, Russ. Pads can be converted to MIDI out pads. Go to the menus, pads, MIDI out. There are 2 common scenarios for using MIDI out. Set up several pads on the same MIDI channel sequence. Sorry, let me go big so you can see this. Set up several pads on the same MIDI channel to sequence an external drum machine. 1 pad for each individual drum machine sound, or set up pad to the desired MIDI channel to sequence external synthesizer. So yes, you can set individual pads here with their own MIDI out. So what you would do is click on the pad and then change it to a MIDI out. We'll cover that in a second. I just want to see what, does it explain what the other thing does? Buses, mix, screen recording, that's not what we want. Capture, I know about that. Polyphonic pads, I know about that. The memorizer, yes. See, it doesn't cover that one thing that I want to know. One thing I want to know, it doesn't cover. That sucks. Oh, hang on, here we are. Link pads. Pads can be linked to other pads to turn off sound or play simultaneously. Drag from the 2 lines icon to the destination pad. A linker symbol will appear inside the source pad. Okay, so that makes sense. So this section here, note off. So I can drag this note off into another pad. So when this pad is played, it can turn off the note of another pad. Yeah. So there we go. And we have it. So that's note off, note on. So we can do these as well. I'm not going to mess around with these because I don't want to fuck up what we're doing. Okay, so that's our XY. We've gone through wave, adjustments, XY, and the last thing is a piano. Of course, we've got drums happening, so that's not going to work. And to change octaves, we can go up here and change octaves. Cool. And you know when you're back at 0 because we've got our root C right here. Now, speaking of this, this currently, this pad is set to mono. Yeah? So if I try and play 2 notes, it's only letting me play 1. So to change that, okay, I have to go in here to our pads and turn on polyphonic. Now you'll see down here on this pad, it now has the little poly button next to it. So let's come back over here. So now I can do I can play full polyphonic notes, which is great. Yeah. So you can do that. If you want to go back to mono, if you're not happy with polyphonic, I'll cover using my MIDI keyboard because I found an issue with it. Because you can see up here, see this? Capture MIDI in. We'll get here in a second. But yeah, if I want to go back to mono, I can go back over here to turn on monophonic. And we're back to mono. So let's go back over here and turn on polyphonic again. And you'll notice up the top here, we've got this capture MIDI in. So if I click on that, it should work. And you'll see every time I'm hitting these notes, this is all coming from the one pad here, yeah? Number 15. It looks like it's we're getting some 4. We got 4 there. So yeah, it does work, but you will see when I try to record with it soon, every time I try to record with it with a external keyboard, the thing crashes. I don't know why. High Sonic Vibe. And we can turn off MIDI capture, boom, like that. So, so now the keyboard, so in answer to your question, Russ, without the keyboard, in mono, the keys are all already connected to the pads. Bring this down a bit so you can see. So yeah. Sweet. Cool. So that's the piano. So we're getting there. There's a lot in here, yeah? We haven't even touched the sequencer yet. So that's all of the selections for the pads. Boom. Sequencer. Let's play with the sequencer. So I've got something in here. Can we hit play? Yeah, I covered the time stretching. Good times. Sequence is really fun. You can see here we've got 16, 32, 48. We got lots of room for sequences. Plenty of room for sequences. All good. We've got a sync up here. So if you're using Ableton Link, which is an option as well, you can syncy dinky do. Within each of your sections here, so let's click on a new section. You can choose how many bars you'd like. Up the top here, you can go up to 10 bars. Oh, you can actually go up to 32 bars per section. So we'll just leave it at 4. Change the bar length, set the bar length. So we'll just change it. So now this little section is 4 bars. So if we hit record in here, we're going to get 4 bars. If we want to change it, go up the top here, choose how many bars we would like to make each section. Pretty simple stuff there. Our edit screen, let's show you one of these. So I'm going to click on this thing I made previously to get to the edit screen. Up the top here, click on this. Here is your edit screen. Here's all your instruments to the side. Just by touching. You can change the velocity. So you can drag anywhere you want. Yeah, you can drag anywhere you want to select notes. You can change the velocity of anything up here. You can change the pitch of any of these that are selected up here. So it'll change the pitch of anything. We have edits, select all, deselect all, copy, cut, paste, delete, set bar to start, fixed floating notes. We also have our edit button if we want to draw things in. So we can just go boom and draw. Easy, easy peasy. We've got a delete. If we want to delete, gone. Click off for our edit button. If we hit our edit button again and draw a note and it's off the bar, whatever, we can hit our little magnet. Oops. Let's delete that one. And we can now drag this and it will fix to where we want it to fix while this little magnet's on. If it's off, it'll just move where you move it. As soon as that magnet is on, wherever you drop it just outside, it'll stick to the nearest marker there. You've got to redo, undo. You can hit play from here as well. So that's cool. This is selected. I'll show you changing the pitch. So now if we play this back. So really easy to change the pitch of stuff. While it's selected, we can delete, gone. And that is pretty much your edit pad. We can close this. That is your piano roll. Nice and simple, nice and big. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. To record stuff in, let's go down here. Let's start with our new fresh pad. Oh, if I want to drag something across, if I want to say drag this original beat to any other little section, I can just drag it wherever we want. Super simple. Let's drag it to this one. And then it asks you blend sequences, append sequence, or replace sequence. So if you've already got something in there, you can blend it with that, or append or replace. We'll replace. So now we've moved that in there. And we got this free section here. So to record, there is no, I haven't found a way to do a count in anywhere. And you, look, you don't need to, because all you need to do to record in is select your section. Oops, what happened here? What's going on? Doof. Hit play, turn on your metronome. So we're going to metronome here, play. Just hit record. So record's here. And so on, and so on, and so on. And build. Stop. We're good. So sequencer works really well. Again, double tap up the top if you want to go in and fix anything that's off. There's plenty off there. I'm no I'm no genius at this shit. Let me tell you that. So super easy to, and if you want to record, put something else in there, just hit play, hit record again, and at your own leisure. Click to record, keeps playing. Sweet. Super easy. So that's your sequencer right there. Can you quantize what you can record? Yeah, so you've got to quantize. Where is the quantize? I think it's this. I think you select, as I said, I'm still learning as we're going, Thomas. So let's see. Can we do a search for this? Where are we? Let's look at our sequencer in here. We'll cover the memorizer. That thing's weird as fuck. MIDI out to pads, buses, mixer, effects manager. Because I was looking for that myself, but man, these instructions are shit. They really are. We haven't even covered the sample bed yet. So, importing samples, waveform. See, it's waveform, browser, memorizer. It doesn't even tell you. I thought I saw it, but then I couldn't find it again. So, see, doesn't even cover it. But I expect you would just like select everything and then, yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see if we find it along the way. Yeah, let's do that. We'll see if we find it along. As I said, a lot of this I'm still learning. So, here's our effects. Yeah, effects. You've got 2 pages of effects. If you click this, so each time you click this, you get 2 options. Here's the built-in effects. All right, we covered this at the start. We'll show you get what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to play with, but there are 4 extra ones that you can move in and swap around by going up here and going to Tools and Effects Manager. And you can bring in, say you want the equalizer up here instead, or the chorus, or the gate. You can swap them out. Yeah. No AUv3, dude. Nothing. The only AUv3 is here. You can actually add AUv3 effects. Go figure. Click up here and look. I can go in here and add black hole. All your AUv3 effects are in here. So and you know what's weird too? All the effects are in alphabetical order, but they're backwards. So A's down the bottom and Z's up the top. Weird. Strange. So let's just go find Eventide. Let's grab a black hole. And there you go. And you can have multiple AUv3s in here. So now we've got and I can go and find another one. Chow Matrix. And it piles them up on top of each other. And all you got to do to open them is click this little section here. And it'll open them up in a little display. And to remove an AUv3 effect, you just hit the bin and it's gone. You've got this, so you can turn them on and off as well. And you've got this little main section. So remember at the start we covered you've got 4 buses. You can send these to individual buses if you like as well. So if you've got like all your kicks on bus 1, snare on bus 2, bass stuff on bus 3, you can send AUv3s to individual buses, all 4 buses, or just the main output, or all of them, you know. Cool. So that's the audio unit section. And then if we click back here, then we've got the built-in effects. Let's go and turn off, we'll turn off this. Yeah, I know. Sonic Vibe. Neither did I. I had no idea. I found it by accident. Fuck me. Yeah, instructions, they're really shit. Sorry to the developer. Lewis, clean it up. But hey, for free and for the $9 entry, and he's already done a bunch of updates. So it looks like he gives a shit about it. So this could get better and better. I hope so. We've got Flutter. Turn this on. Obviously, it's going to work with other things. We'll turn that off. Again, with all these effects as well, you can send these to the buses as well. But we'll turn this one off. We have a compressor. Oops. Yeah, so we've got attack, release, ratio. All your usual compressor needs are in the compressor. We have a slow motion. Now this is going to work more for Yep, so we've got a slow motion. We've got a granulizer. Wicked. We've got a granulizer. We've got a filter in here as well. So we've got an additional filter. Which has got an overdrive. And our Q, we've got a high pass. So you can flick between these. Turn our filter on. Cool. We have a delay, of course. With all your usual delay thingies. We'll turn off the delay. We have an tremolo. We've got a stereo tremolo, a sub oscillator, and we can change the waveform. So we've got 4 waveforms and depth. There's a real lot in here, you can't deny it. And we've got a reverb here as well. So let's quickly jump over here and swap out some of these so you can hear these as well. Tools, Effects Manager. So yeah, we've got this dust. Let's swap the dust with the tremolo. We'll bring the gate in over here. We'll bring in a chorus. And you can swap these whenever you want. And we've got an equalizer. We'll put that up here. So now you'll notice these have changed out. We've got an EQ, and this EQ is sick. The EQ is off the charts. So it's a 3-band EQ. You can see the little dots here. Turn that off. What else do we have here? We've got a chorus. We have a gate. We'll turn the chorus off. So we've got a gate here as well. So that's being gated really heavily. And what was the other one we added? This a dust synth. So we've got a nice bit of dirty dust there. You can take dust, a bit of noise. You can change the ratio of it. Speed it up. So they are all your effects. Plenty of effects, huh? I'm just going to go back now to my projects and hit discard changes and reload my project. Boom! So here we are back with my silly little project we started with, my sequence. Let's talk about this sucker. So this is the, I think it's called the memo. What is it fucking called? Jesus Christ. It's got a weird name. The memorizer. Okay. This is the memorizer. It's this little floating thing here that's constantly vibrating away. When we click on it, you get, because we've now there's nothing in here, right? Let's show you this live. So it's this empty space. Now, if I start hitting some notes, we'll get off here and do it. Let's do that. Oh, if I hit play, let's hit play over here. And so while you're playing a beat, you can still add. Now, I thought if I headed back over to the memorizer, it would have, but it's not doing it. Why is it not doing it? That's so weird. Okay, strange. Memorizer's not working as it should. What it was doing yesterday was anything that I played in here, it was saving it in here. Interesting. But it's not doing it. I don't know why. Visible events stored 263. Why is it not showing them? That's really strange. Boom, 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 boom. Let's try doing this. Because I didn't know what this feature was. I didn't understand it for the longest time. And then... So you can see every time I play notes, this little thing animates over here. There we go. Now it's working. There we go. So what this memorizer does is it's always running in the background. Anything that you play, it stores it in here. And you've got these options down the bottom of the last 50 notes, the last 100, the last 500, or all of them. So you can see everything I've done since opening this app back up is here. It's remembered everything. Excuse me. So if we jump back out of here and hit play on my sequencer. Oh, let's load up my project. Hit play on my sequencer. You can see just there, it just recorded that part. Now, what is this for? Why does it do this? Say you recorded something that you really liked, or you played something that you really liked and couldn't remember what it was. Everything is stored in here, and you can just go back to it and find it. So if I play this sequence for a bit, let's just make some stuff. Stop it. Now we go back over here. Look, all of that's in there. So now, and you can select what you want, and the different colors of the notes actually tell you a lot. So these blue ones, are they blue? Yeah. So they are anything that's been played in the sequencer. And anything that is these ones over here, which we can stretch and have a look at, these have been played in the pads with your fingers. So that's how you know what each and everything is. And you can, with these little selection arrows, you can select these parts, zoom right in, and say you get a sequence. I can now send this pattern sequence over to here. Pretty neat. pretty neat. It's a little bit buggy though. As you saw, it wasn't picking up everything we were doing before. Now, if you want to fine tune and get in a little bit closer, we've got all selected. You can just go in and like find the last 25 notes, see? And it's just going to give you a much clearer look. But again, you can pinch to zoom to get right in. You've also got your little magnet thing here. Yeah, so you can snap to the grid, all that stuff. Decent. And you can play from here as well. So you can hear it while you're in this screen. Once you're out, here's your new section. You could go in. And you see too, when I added that sequence, you've got the choice to use the same as the song's tempo. So you can do that as well. You can decide how many bars you want it to be. So we can hit 4 bars here. And I can replace that. Now we can make sure it's more in time, hopefully. Not really, but you get what I'm saying. Stop. All right, let's talk about exporting stuff. Because this, and we haven't even imported samples yet, but we'll come back. Importing samples is the fun bit. This I couldn't find. I had no idea. I'm like, how do you export anything? How do you like do it? Right. See this volume here? Double click it and look at this. Look at this. You have, this is where you record your parts in, right? So you have to record your part in here. So once it's done, it'll appear in here. Now I clicked that volume twice. Let's record something. So we'll record these 4 bits here, yeah? So all I need to do is press record up here, so this little play thing, and then hit play. And then press it again. And there we go. Here is our song ready to go. I can rename it. Let's call it Funky. I can edit it, so I can drag the ends here if I want to edit this out, chop off the start, cut that. I can go in and put a fade at the start, a fade out. We can do all the same things. I can save it to my audio gallery within the app, or I can share the audio straight to audio share. There it is. Done. Straight to audio share or wherever else you want to share it to. Super simple. I can also load it into another pad. So I can now, I just loaded it into this pad. Which means I can now go in here and turn this into a one shot. I can edit it. I can even, which we'll show you now in a sec. The last thing is we can go over here and we can make a movie. You've got a movie composer here as well. So we can select an image. Something like that. Should I just do it? Why not? And we can render it however we want. We can change the size, right? I don't know if you can add probably an animated GIF, I wonder. I don't think you can add a video, unfortunately. So you can't add a video. Let's just add this picture. There we go. We'll fit it. Can we fit it? Fill. There we go. And we'll do a render. What happens? Look at that. And then you can share it. Cool. So there's that. You can change the quality of the image. So there's your little movie composer thing. Now that we've got this funky thing here, we can open this. Can't remember how to do it now. In our slicer. So there's a slicer in here as well. Yes, that's a brain, princess. Can you turn this down? So we do have a slicer in here as well. So you can open it up in the auto slicer and we can change our sensitivity of our slicers. Yeah. And we can lock our slicers. We can unlock our slicers. We can change the sensitivity. We can drag them with our fingers, you know. So there's a full slicer in here as well. That's a pretty long file. And now that we can adjust this and we can change this to a gate. We can loop it. So you can do all your cool stuff, one shots. Reverse it, do all that fancy shit. I can't stop it, so let's just gate it. There we go, that works. Let's import some samples, yeah? So you can import samples in here as well. We haven't even covered this. This is the browser. What you get with it in the free version is you get 3 things. And I think when you pay for the full version, you get 2 extra drum kits. These are the sounds you get. There's heaps of sounds. Each of these has, look at all these kicks, congas. So that was Vegas. We get Garden. And the drum sounds are decent. If I want to drag a sound in, so let's pick a snare. You just grab it by the handle here and drag it into the pad that you want. Let me just jump out here and fix this to a shot. So this is the browser. Really easy to drag stuff in. Up the top here we have built-in files and your files that you can import. You've got teen. So again, more drums. Heaps of drums. Machines. So 808s, 909s, all this stuff. Then you've got some bass synth stuff here. There's not a lot, right? So you can import your own files as well. And how do we do this? Let's show you. Go up. So as you can see, I already have selected a folder. You can only select one folder at a time, unfortunately. So to do so, you click on Files and then click Folder. And then you find the folder you have your samples in. So I'm going to use this one here, this new sample pack I downloaded. I click on this folder, hit Open, and now that is my folder pack in here. And I have demo packs. These are where all these samples are. So I've got claps in here. I've got some effects. Got some synth shots. let's replace this. So you just drag. You can get to the slicer from here as well, your little slicer button. What else do I have in here? Lots of stuff. Crashes, presets. Let's drag this, put it in here. So pretty damn cool. If you want to change folders at any time, you have to like jump out of this and choose a new folder. Unfortunately, this is shitty. Can't choose audio share. That's shit. Can't choose documents either. Bit disappointing. Can you fix that, Lewis? If you're watching this, man, can you fix it? That would be really good. We need to like be able to access audio share. Come on. And documents. Documents is handy. So at the moment, you can only access on my iPad, iCloud Drive, and any external hard drives. So I can get external hard drives. So what have we got? One of Vortex's packs in here. We can do that. Let's find one of Vortex's packs. Where I can't even find it. Here we go. Drum Arena. So I've picked Arena now and hit open. And now all of the stuff in that pack is free, is here to use. So wave files, bass one shots. So pretty easy to do. Guitar loops. Guitar one shots. Easy to drag over. Just your little handle. Doink! Oops, what did I do then? I did forget too, you can change your beats per minute here, so you can tap. You can click on here and type in what you want. You also can add swing. And you've got a couple of options for swing mode. And I found quantize. There's the quantize. I knew it was somewhere. So with quantize on, I'm guessing everything you play is going to now automatically quantize. I think. There's no instructions. Have I covered everything? I think so. What a weird song this is. And you can see you get this little magnet down here for the quantizer when it's on. Now I don't know if there's any option for the quantizer. It doesn't really say. You can also change the beats per minute by dragging your finger up and down on these arrows. Whoops. So you can see I'm going up and down. Or left and right to fine tune. Okay. So left and right, up and down. So there's that. Or you can just tap your beat in, or again, just type it and apply it and you're good. You can do a ×2 as well. Look at that. I didn't realize that. So you got a ×2 if you want to quickly double, or you can -2 and jump down. So it's nice. And you can delete up here. So that's cool. Look at that. God, what, holy shit, goes up to 1,000? Are you kidding me? I guess. I'll tell you another little thing, if you pay attention. This is like cute. See these little things up here? They tell you if there's actually effects activated. So if I went in here and turned off, see how it disappears? The AUv3, little AUv3 symbol disappears when you turn it on. So you know that you've actually got effects applied in here. So if I actually went in and turned off all these as well, this reverb, and turned all these off. Is everything off? Granulizer, this thing's on the compressor. Now that little symbol's gone. Look, is it perfect? I don't think so. I absolutely don't think it's perfect. I think it's a really good, solid attempt out the gates. It'd be really wonderful if it had AUv3 to open up in other things and really expand on it. That would be sweet. At the moment, it's currently, you can sync it through, because it does have, here's our configuration. So here's our MIDI. You can change the appearance a little bit too. You can have just black or stars. You can skip the intro. You can change the pads sizes if you want to do that too. We didn't cover that. All right. So you can do all that. You have audio configurations here. So you can change your sample rate and your latency. And last but not least, here's your MIDI. So you can enable Ableton Link. And here's where you can turn on your MIDI and select a MIDI controller. Yeah. Good stuff. And your global outs, MIDI channels, your mapping. So you've got mapping as, oh, there you go. I didn't even know. Yeah. You've got mapping as well. So you can go in here and map to your fucking heart's content. How's that? Yeah. So I'm guessing you just, oh wow. You just go through them and it will automatically map. So I'm just, let's start over here. So yeah, and it moves to the next one. So there you go. You can map to any fucking key that you want. And you can see up here, it's actually telling you data received, mappity map. So we've got an auto thing here. Don't know what that does. I guess that auto moves forward to the next one. Yeah, I totally agree with Sonic Vibe here. When it first dropped, it didn't have any landscape mode. Absolutely. It was it was all portrait. Terrible shit. But it looks like Luis loves it. He's putting care into it. So that's really cool. I do believe it's going to get better. Fingers crossed. Yeah, let's hope so. I know we've gone a little bit long today, but I really wanted to cover this because you know what? There's no videos on this. There's one video on this, two actually, and one of them is just a 7-minute video with no sound, no talking by Elvi, and the other one is by someone else. I can't remember who had just loaded it up for the first time and experimenting with it. So hopefully this will give you an idea of if you want to use it or not and pay the extra. I think, you know, it's worth it to spend the extra money to support the developer so he can keep expanding on this wonderful little app. I can only see it getting better. Yeah. Awesome. Let's, so Pete Johns is coming up next. I think it's Pete Johns' last day live streaming today, and he's going to be cleaning out his iPad, getting ready for his trip down to the Murray River, where he's going to be yabbying with his kids down at the Murray River. He's also, I've given away where Pete's holidaying. He's going to be wearing gumboots in the Murray River, and then he's off to Cryle Castle. Only Aussies are going to get this joke. He beats off to Cryle Castle and he's going to Luna Park. Yeah. He's going on a houseboat of horrors with Alan Dale. And then he's visiting the Neighbours set. It's a huge holiday Pete's going on. So go off to Ramsey Street. Wonderful, wonderful time. So, no, but Pete's coming up in about half an hour. They're Aussie jokes, Princess. You wouldn't get it. Cold Acre will get it. But, yeah, Pete's up in about half an hour time and he's going to be cleaning out his iPad. And I'm going to go out today and play you a sneak peek of the new Kindercore video clip, which was nearly finished yesterday. So if you, yeah, let's do this. Let's go out today. So download the app, support the developer. Boom, dee boom, boom, boom. Let's load this up. Oh, I don't have it on streaming yet. So this will hopefully be out this week. I'm visiting. No, dude, it was a serial killer in the last episode, Pete. He fucking murdered everybody. For those of you who don't know, we used to have a TV series here in Australia called E Street, right? And they wanted to wrap up the TV show neatly because they'd been told they'd been cancelled. So what they did was they introduced a serial killer, and in one episode he murdered everybody. Only in Australia that would happen. It's wicked. Awesome. Okay, let's play this. This is the new Kindercore video clip. Do I have it? Where is it? Is it here? Did I save it? I don't think I exported it. Maybe I did. I thought I did. I did yesterday. Where's it gone? Kindercore. There it is. It's here. Let's play the new Kindercore clip and I'll fuck off. All right, I'll let you know what's happening tomorrow as well. You got to be here for this. Chem OK's released the brain that rules all the buds. This is Brain Bud. So if you've got lots of the bud apps by Chem, this controls all the bud apps. It's really cool. And let me tell you guys, the day after tomorrow, we are looking at this. It's not out yet. I have it. TruePan. This is the successor to Spatializer. This thing is off the fucking rails. This thing, you're going to want this app. It is off the rails. And as I said, Hugh Caldwell is my guest on the show this week on Thursday. All right, let's play Kindercore. Let's get the hell out of here. This video clip's nearly done. It should be out in a few days' time. Remember, do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better. And we shall all rise together. Boom.
So much hate in their heart. here in the book of Romans that they are worthy of death. These people should be put to death. Every single homosexual in our country should be charged with the crime, the abomination of homosexuality that they have. They should be convicted in a lawful trial, put to death. They should be sentenced to death. They should be lined up against the wall and shot in the back of the head.
Shot in the back of the head.
That's what God teaches. These people should be put to death. They should be lined up against the wall and shot in the back of the head. That's what God teaches. That's what the Bible says. If you don't like it, don't like God's word. That is what God says.
Don't care about your soul. All they care about is your body. They don't care if you live or die. We follow in the gospel of faith.
For angels are being released right now. Angels are being dispatched right now. Hamanda aka ata raka teda baka sanda ata ambo osa kata rite eke banda ata rike didi.
We'll all rise together, 'cause you make me shine better, and we'll all rise together